Let's hear it from our 12th man for your Seattle Seahawks offensive starters. And that wide receiver from Southern California, number 17, Mike Williams. And at quarterback from Boston College, number 8, Matt Hasselbeck.
Welcome to gorgeous Quest Field in Seattle, Washington. A beautiful day in the Emerald City. Great to have you here for an exhibition matchup between the Broncos and Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks
playing on their home field, and they want to be able to keep this advantage going. As we get ready for this one, Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, and I think you hit on it, Gus, the home field advantage, because these two teams obviously match up very well against each other. So as the home team, you're hoping that you can sort of incite your own fans and get that energy in the building, because in a game this close, that well could be the difference.
Looks ready to send it deep. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the quarterback from Boston College, Matt Hasselbeck.
Short throw to the left. He's brought down right around the 34-yard line by Mays. It's 1st and 10. Looks for the safe short throw.
This is an offense that has rediscovered its running game, and it's paid dividends. Marshawn Lynch from Cal has found himself, and this offense has found itself a premier back.
Yeah, so many times with guys, it's about finding the right system. Marshawn Lynch always had the talent, but now he's in a system that allows him to really excel.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Rolls to his right. He's going to his right. Throws.
And here comes the defensive key players featuring Champ Bailey, the veteran cornerback out of Georgia who shows no signs of slowing down.
The term shutdown corner, I think, was invented to describe Champ Bailey. Not only does he still have the athletic ability, he is such a smart player that he's able to read and assess plays and make adjustments on the fly.
Looking for a man. Goes for it all. And he drops the short pick. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
So, it's 4th down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt it away. He'll field it at the 17. Wright was there to bring him down. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. The offense will start at the 23-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Tate gets the carry right side. And with that, let's take a look at some of the key starters on offense, a group that hopes to put up some points in this one. And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. 2nd and 6 yards to go. Campbell with the give.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
First down and 10. Ball on their own 34. Here's the halfback.
So with that, let's take a look at some of the members of this defensive unit, a group that is looking to make a name for themselves in this matchup.
He's tackled at about the 47-yard line by number 25. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on their own 47. Tate gets it on the draw.
Caught the defense a little by surprise that time. They were looking for pass that time all the way. They go with the halfback delay and pick up a big first down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. And looks left. Throws. It's broken up by the defender. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. He's searching for a receiver. Dumps it out left. Knocked out of bounds at the 31. You know, it's really easy to overlook those big guys on the line, but they did a good job picking up the blitz.
Yeah, that's a great call, because when you get a blitz package like that and your offensive line can first of all figure it out and then get it blocked, it's very tough to cover one-on-one in the secondary.
It's first and 10. On the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled at about the 31 by Hill. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 31. Room to run up the middle. He's wrestled down at about the 15-yard line by number 25. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. They weren't able to get the play off. That will cost them 5. And that will back this one up.
Penalties like that sometimes will split a huddle. You'll get half the guys patting you on the back and saying that's okay, and the other half are looking at you like, you idiot.
Campbell with the give.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Second and long situation coming up here. Flips it out short to his left. It's complete. He's going to go down almost immediately, though.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
They're facing 3rd and 14. Surveys the field. Passes out to his right. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
This will be about a 36-yard field goal. And the kick is good. So the score now, the Broncos 3, the Seahawks 0. Denver is ready to kick this one off. Washington stands back to field the kick. He makes it to the 22. Harris was there for the stop. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They'll go to work at the 22. 1st down and 10. Throws to his right. Caught. Wide open. He's dropped down around the 38-yard line by McBath. First and 10 once again after the big gain through the air. He loads up for the deep throw. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Lynch on the handoff. Seattle will maintain possession.
The coach can't be happy with him after that fumble. Priority number 1 has to be hanging on to the ball, right, Chris?
Yeah, I guess it's so true. No team wants to give their opponent the chance to get a takeaway on a fumble, and I'm sure the coach will have a few choice words for him. You can bet the next time he touches that ball, he's going to be hanging on tight.
He's looking down the middle. Throws. He's brought down around the 11-yard line by Jackson. So they'll go from the 11. Hasselbeck hands it off straight ahead. He's tackled right around the 8-yard line by Williams. And just 7 yards from a touchdown now. And the play clock is at 0. This should be a delay of game. The offense is moving in the wrong direction after that.
For this offense to be effective, they have to stay on schedule. And when you get a penalty like that, it allows the defense to begin to bring some pressure. Dangerous situation for the offense.
Lynch on the run. And he's tackled right around the 12-yard line by Woodyard. $11 yards out. Looks right, throws, intercepted. A burst of speed, and he's in the open. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift. And we'll have a first down and 10. Campbell hands off on the delay. Not much, maybe 2 yards on the carry. From their own 40-yard line. Pass is short right side. He catches it and is tackled immediately. They'll gain 4 on that pass play.
Calm down, baby.
Just about 4 yards shy of the first here on third down. Good coverage downfield. Running out of time. And they got him. Fourth down. The Broncos line up to punt. He will start from the 13. Number 96 was there to bring him down.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Our score here, 3-0. They'll start this drive at the 19-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Hasselbeck, hands off. He's wrestled down right around the 20-yard line by Woodyard.
Just settle down and do what you do.
On their own 20-yard line. They get it out there on the toss. He lost yardage on the play.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Here's a 3rd and 9 situation. Short throw to the left. Not sure if he reached it. They'll measure. He did not make it. It's going to be 4th down. It's 4th down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt this one away. Royal takes it at the 25. He makes it out to the 34-yard line. Robinson was there for the stop.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
Tate takes the give. He's dropped down right around the 40-yard line. By Ryans. So 2nd down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Tate on the right side. He doesn't get back to the line.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
It's now 3rd and 6. Ball on their own 39. Bootleg, rolling to the right. And they get to it.
Wow, he looked like a cyclone down there getting to the quarterback.
It is impressive when a guy that big is that nimble on his feet. He makes it look so easy, and it seems like he's past the offensive lineman as soon as the ball snapped. Tough to stop.
I'm just amazed he kept his balance.
Yeah, you know what's so incredible? He's running full speed and still has the agility to spin around the lineman, gather himself, and get to the quarterback. Just great athleticism.
Washington will start his return at the 24.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Gives it to the back. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line by Woodyard. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's the give. He's tackled around the 37-yard line by McBath. Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. Tosses it out. dropped behind the line.
The Seahawks are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
Fourth down. The Seahawks ready to punt this one away. Royal will take it at the 21. Gets to about the 34 and is stopped. Lewis was there to bring him down.
He was just a couple of steps away from breaking that one all the way. This coverage team better start stepping up, or he's going to take one in for 6.
They'll set up shop at the 34. It's 1st and 10. Campbell will hand it off. And he's tackled right around the 34-yard line by Bryant. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 34. He loses the football. Seattle falls on it, and they have the turnover.
Well, there's really never a good time for a fumble, but you can tell that he just got sloppy with that football. He broke down on his fundamentals, and he gave it up.
They'll take over at the 30. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Lynch takes a handoff. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks are simply getting stuffed on nearly every rushing attempt. They need to get a spark somehow, because this just does not bode well for them.
They're looking now at 2nd and 11. Ball on the 31. Lynch will run it again. He's wrestled down right around the 30-yard line by Thomas. That brings up 3rd and 10. Going for the home run.
Yeah, really nothing wrong with that pass. If it's not there, be safe with it. You know you got 3 points coming.
This one will be from 47 yards. A lot of movement down there on the offensive line.
You can see even his teammates are upset about that one. You can't make that kind of a mistake on 4th down.
They call on the field goal unit. And the kick is good. He just showed off his incredible leg strength there. What a kick. Wow.
Can you believe he made that one? That's my expert analysis there. Wow.
Ryan gets ready to kick it away. Bailey is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll take it from the 2. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. Wright was there for the stop. They'll start at the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10. Someone jumped early down there. And that will back this one up.
Penalties like that sometimes will split a huddle. You'll get half the guys patting you on the back and saying that's okay, and the other half are looking at you like, you idiot.
Goes through his progression. He's dropped down around the 36-yard line by Ryans. Second down and very short yardage here. It looks like there's a penalty. He's brought down around the 40-yard line by Ryans. And this one looks like it's going to come back. Number 68 gets called for the hold. It's second down and 7 to go. Decides to run. He finds a lane.
Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes? He looked pretty good on that play. Nice job. Found the hole. Got upfield. Got down without getting injured. Good play.
And we'll have a first down and 10.
Seems like the defensive pressure has him a little rattled out there, Chris.
Yeah, Gus, certainly seems that way. He's been quick to tuck and run rather than sitting in the pocket and finding the open man.
No question about it, but it's got to be hard to be comfortable in that pocket when it keeps collapsing around him.
Looks like we might have an injured man on the field. On their own 41-yard line. Pitch left. He's tackled around the 43-yard line by Thomas. And looking at a 3rd and 6 right here. On their own, let's say 43. Passes out to his right. Brings in another one. And he's tackled at about the 43-yard line by number 31. First down, 10 to go. Here comes the heat. Pass is complete. He could run a while. He's wrestled down at about the 23-yard line by number 31. It's 1st and 10. Tate on the inside handoff. That's a gain of 5. Second and 5 coming up here. And the ball on the 18-yard line. Counter to the left. He's dropped down at about the 17-yard line by Hawthorne. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He's going to run with it.
And in most defensive schemes, the one guy that is not accounted for is the quarterback. And it becomes so frustrating on those big downs if a quarterback takes off and picks up a first down.
First down and goal. Ball on the 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Ten yards away from the end zone. Elects to run for the first down. He's brought down around the 6-yard line by Wolf. The offense will line up at the 6. He needs to get rid of it. The Seahawks will take their first time out of the half. This kick will be from 30 yards out. The kick is good. So that will make the score the Broncos 6, the Seahawks 3. Denver will be kicking off. Hickson is back to receive the kick. It's fielded at the 2. Gaffney was there to bring him down. The Seahawks put up 3 points their last time out. They'll go to work at the 27. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Running out of time. The Seahawks will take a timeout. That is their second of the half. So the sack on first down brings up second and long. Surveys the field. He's tackled around the 23-yard line by Harris. Lynch gains about 4 yards there. The Seahawks will take their final timeout. So it's 3rd and 14 to go. Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early start.
A lot of pressure on those third down situations. The defender trying to make a good play gets a little overly aggressive, and now it's first down.
After the penalty, the offense will face a third and very long situation. Hand off to the left. And he's tackled at about the 21 by Doomerville. So, it's 4th down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt this one away. Royal takes it at the 33. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. Robinson was there for the stop.
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. He splits the uprights. Well, that one looked like it was going wide, but it barely made it in.
That one just made it inside the upright. That's one where you see the field goal kicker going, but he got it.
This would probably be a good time just to squib it and get themselves to halftime. They'll try a squib kick. Hickson fields it at the 22. He's wrestled down around the 43-yard line by Prater. They'll take over at the 43-yard line. First down and 10. He is wanting to go deep with it. And as we head to halftime, our score is the Broncos 9, the Seahawks 3. Welcome back to Seattle. It looks like we're just about ready for the second half kickoff. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Wilson was there to bring him down. The offense will take over at the 22. And we'll have a first down and 10. Looked like someone might have jumped.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
And looking at that run, we're not seeing the same explosiveness that we saw from him earlier.
Good point, Gus. And maybe the fumble we saw earlier in the game has him a bit preoccupied. You can see him trying to cover up the ball and focusing in on maintaining possession rather than lowering his shoulders and just running over guys.
He's dragged down on the play.
He goes down again amidst a heavy pass rush.
Yeah, that's something he's got to improve if he wants to reach the next level. It's almost like he takes himself out of the play the moment he hears footsteps. You just can't keep putting your team in a hole by taking sacks. Just throw it away.
And not to mention, he takes an inordinate amount of hits.
You know, that's a good point, Gus. The NFL is really geared to protect the quarterback, but when he has the ball, he's going to take some shots.
So the offense backed up after the sack. They're now looking at a 3rd and 13. Has a man out to his right.
The Seahawks came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
It's 4th down. The Broncos lining up to punt. Washington will start his return to the 24.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
They'll start at the 33-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Pass is short right side. He's dropped down around the 36-yard line by Bailey.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
They're looking at a 2nd and 7. Still looking for an open man. Hickson was the intended receiver on the play. Facing 3rd down now and 7. Ball on their own 36. Dumps it short. He's brought down around the 45-yard line by Mays. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 45. Hasselbeck hands it off. He's tackled around the 46-yard line by Ayers. Only a yard needed to convert here on 2nd down. Inside handoff. Breaking through up the gut. And he's tackled around the 37-yard line by Harris. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go on their own 37. He's dropped for a loss.
The Seahawks have to be frustrated with their lack of running success in this game. I mean, how many times can you get beat like that and still keep trying to hand the football off?
Second down now, 12 to go. Opts for a short throw. He drops the easy pick. Williams was the intended receiver. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Hasselbeck, hands off. Daylight. He's wrestled down around the 31-yard line by Bailey. The field goal unit is on the field. And the kick is good. And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Seattle is just about ready to kick this one away. Number 22 stands back to field the kick. He makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Lewis was there for the stop. They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line. First down and 10. Give to the tailback. He's dropped down right around the 28-yard line by Hawthorne. That'll bring up second down, a couple of yards needed to convert. Tate gets the carry.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that. Not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Just about 4 yards shy of the first here on third down. Goes through his progression. He avoids the rush by stepping up into the pocket.
Couldn't you just see him aiming that ball a little bit there? He was just trying to fit it into a spot, and instead of just letting it rip, he tried to aim it and missed it.
Fourth down. The Broncos ready to punt this one away. Washington fields the ball at the 30.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Good coverage downfield. He's brought down right around the 40-yard line by Woodyard. Hickson gains about 5 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 5 here. Looks right, throws. He makes another catch. He's tackled around the 28-yard line by Bailey. And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. First and 10 once again after the big gain through the air. He doesn't get back to the line.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover cornerback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football player.
Second down and a long 12. Ball on the 31. Surveys the field. Deep throw. End zone. Number 87 hauls it in. But is it good? The officials will huddle. They give him the score. Murray is good on the point after. Seattle holds a 4-point lead. Seattle is ready to kick this one off. Choice is back to receive the kick. The stop was made by Stokely. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. The offense will start at the 16, and we'll have a first down and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's tackled around the 40-yard line by Clemens.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
First down, 10 to go. The ball is on their own 40. Tate gets the call. Seattle has the football.
Boy, and that's a killer right there. You're down just one score. You have a chance to get right back in the football game, and you give it up.
They'll start this drive at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Lynch gets it on the inside. Nice gain of 9 yards. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Hasselbeck with the give. He's wrestled down around the 25-yard line by McBean. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Lynch takes the give. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Seahawks.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Seattle with a 1st and goal, with their eyes on going up by 2 scores. They tackle him for a loss.
If you want to be considered one of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
Offense will line up this one at the 12. Washington off the right side. He's dropped down around the 9-yard line by Ayers. Both defenses giving everything they have in this one. And the score here after 3. The Seahawks, 13. The Broncos, 9. Welcome back to Seattle. The Seahawks start the final quarter with the lead and the ball in the red zone. Hasselbeck hands it off. That's a touchdown.
This is one of the very best guys at seeing the entire field. Very seldom do you see him miss a good opportunity for a run. That time exploding through for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Seattle looks ready to kick it away. Royal is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll return it from the 1. Hold on, there is a flag down. He brings it back to the 23. Lewis was there to bring him down, and I have a feeling this one is coming back. Thomas is flagged for a hold on the play. First down and 10. The Rock is on their own 13. Handoff up the middle.
Boy, anytime this back gets a chance to see things develop in front of him and get a little momentum going, he is so effective. That time the lane was there, he shot right through there and picked up a big first down.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on their own 25. Passes out to the left. Catches it one-handed. He's brought down around the 36-yard line by Robinson. First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 36. Takes off with it, and he's in the clear.
Yeah, and the key is making that first pass rusher miss you. More often than not, there's one guy in your way. If you can make that first guy miss, a lot of times those defenders have their backs turned and are running away from you.
He's tackled at about the 49-yard line by Robinson. It's first and 10. Flips it out short to his left. He's off for a huge gain. He's pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. They line up at the 29. Searching for an open man. And he's tackled right around the 20-yard line by Hawthorne. They'll get 9 yards on the play. Only a yard needed to convert here on second down. Campbell will hand it off. He's wrestled down right around the 18-yard line by Jennings. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's dropped down around the 13-yard line by Lewis. And just about 12 yards away. Fires a strike to the right. He's got it! Touchdown! And they finally answer the 2 touchdown drives by their opponents leading up to this possession. And they'll try to tack on 2 points here. Throws to his right. He tipped the ball away. Should they have gone for 2 here, Chris?
No, I think that was the right call. At this point in the ball game, you definitely wanted to try to go for 2. It's about a 50-50 proposition. They know the odds, just didn't get it that time.
Denver will be kicking off. Washington stands back to field the kick. He makes it to the 22. Number 56 was there for the stop. The offense will take over at the 22. First down and 10. Hasselbeck gives it left. The offense grabs the loose ball.
And you wonder why so many coaches have gray hair in this league. You think you're close to putting the game away, then you almost give it up. He's over there saying, please, guys, a little ball security.
Second down and 9. Pitch right. He lost yardage on the play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
And from their own 21-yard line. Still looking for an open man. Throws it deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
It's fourth down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt this one away. He muffed the punt at the 28-yard line. And the tackle was made by Wright. As they come back onto the field, what are your thoughts on what they should do here to get back into this game? And we'll have a first down and 10. Passes out to his right. He's brought down around the 24-yard line by Thomas. And first down and 10 to go now following the big gain through the air. Here's the give. They get him down, but the huge play will result in a first and goal for the Broncos. First down and goal. Short throw to the left. Backward pass. That's a fumble. Seattle got it. A burst of speed, and he's in the open. And he's running with a purpose now. Can he get there? Feet don't fail me now. And just like that, they make it a two-possession game.
What a tremendous return that was, and even better, now you have a little breathing room when you look up at that scoreboard. Wow, halfbacks that can play like wide receivers. I don't know how you play defensive back in this league anymore. What a play.
The PAT is up and good. Seattle gets ready to kick it away. Number 22 is back to receive the kick. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. The stop was made by number 28. They'll take over at the 34-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Someone jumped early down there.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big first down.
So they'll face a first and 15 after the penalty. Goes through his progression. He throws deep. Got a man open. And he drops the short pick. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass. It's now second and 15. Ball on their own 29. He's looking towards the left side. It's almost picked off. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. That'll bring up third down and 15. Ball on their own 29. Has a man short to his left.
The Seahawks did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3-and-out.
Fourth down. The Broncos ready to punt this one away. The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. They have a decent lead late in the game. What do you expect to see here?
Well, now's the time that you want to use as much clock as possible, and absolutely the worst thing that can happen is turn the football over. So a lot of safe runs, maybe some screens, maybe some pitches, some sweeps, just anything to keep the chains moving at this point.
Throws middle of the field. He's tackled around the 26-yard line by number 22. Hickson made the catch for a gain of 6. And just about 4 yards away here on second down. Good coverage downfield. Third down coming up after that incompletion. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit.
Yeah, but you have to be careful making that throw. Sometimes those are easily intercepted. You did a good job getting out of there, but that throw was dangerous.
So, it's fourth down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt it away. Bailey starts running at the 32.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
They'll start at the 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looked like someone might have jumped.
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
First down, 15 to go, following the penalty. Dumps it out right. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. Choice catches it for a gain of 5. Dumps it out left. And he's tackled around the 39-yard line by Wilson.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's third down and medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
So the offense needs 7 here on third down. Ball on their own 39. Checks down to the short pass. He's wrestled down around the 46-yard line by Wilson. And they get to him.
Really nice blitz scheme that time by the coordinator. So many times now when teams are blitzing, they're just blitzing one half of a formation, dropping off on the other side. We're seeing perfectly timed execution there, and it surprised the offense on that one.
Following the sack, it's now 2nd and long. And looks left. Throws. He's dropped down right around the 46-yard line by number 28. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call. Number 73 is guilty of moving early. Facing third down now and 7. Ball on their own 49. He's going deep with it. Interception.
You know, this safety's known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
From their own 24-yard line. On the ground, right side. He's brought down right around the 34-yard line by McBean. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Lynch gets it on the inside. Denver falls on it, and they have the turnover.
What a big mistake there. You're trying to seal the deal, and you give up the football. That is absolutely incredible. All you have to do is close this thing out. It should be easy.
They'll get the ball here at the 40. First down and 10. Passes it deep on the left side. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. He looks like he might have been injured on that one. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Has a man to his right. Knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
They line it up at the 22. And it looked like someone on the offensive line jumped.
Boy, it's tough enough to try and stop an NFL offense, but when you give them extra chances, it is almost impossible.
So the penalty makes it 1st and 15. passes out to the left.
Yeah, I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hand or what, but that one really wasn't that close for a professional quarterback.
Second down, 15 yards for the first. And they'll spot it at the 27. Loads it up, looking end zone. Gaffney was his intended target. It brings up 3rd and long. They'll need 15. So the ball on the 27-yard line. He's searching for a receiver. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
And they keep the offense out there on 4th down. Deep pass. He wants the end zone. It looks like he was able to bring it down inbounds. They'll discuss it, and they give it to him. It's a catch. Extra point is good. With just over a minute to go in regulation, the score is the Broncos 22, the Seahawks 27. Denver comes out in the onside kick formation. Short kick. They're going to get good field position out of this. The Seahawks recover the onside kick. He's tackled around the 43-yard line by Harris.
I can't really question the call there, but now your defense is almost forced to have to come up with some kind of a turnover or a big play to have any chance to pull this one out.
And he's tackled at about the 41 by McBean. Second down and 8 here. Ball's on the 41. Lynch gets the ball. He's going to be tackled for a loss. There's a flag on the play, and this one looks like it's going to come back. Number 78 gets called for the hold. That'll bring up second and long after the penalty. They'll get the call again. He's wrestled down at about the 49-yard line by number 99. Third and long, passing situation. Gives it off. And they finally bring him down at the 24-yard line. And that should just about do it.
That was a big-time clutch run right there to try and seal this game up. It looks like all they're going to have to do now is just sit on the ball.
And we'll have a first down and 10. They go with the kneel down.
All right, I got you.
Second down and a long 12. Ball on the 26. Again, goes to one knee. That brings up 3rd and 13. That concludes our game, but stay right there to catch the post-game wrap-up. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.